People are always writing me and asking me, what do I do to prevent the wire inside the tower of the wind turbine from twisting up? I get this question so often you wouldn't believe it, about once or twice a day probably over the last 4 years. And the thing is, I don't do anything to prevent the wire from twisting up. Here where my property is, the wind almost always blows out of either the west, like it is now, or the south. And the wind turbine just slews back and forth between the west and the south through a quarter of a circle. And it almost never makes a complete circle, so the wire just doesn't twist up. So I've never had to do anything about it, never had any issues with it. You know, the wind just shifted a little more towards the south there. It's pointing more or less southwest now. But it only goes through about a quarter of an arc, so the wire inside the tower doesn't twist up, and I've never had a problem with it. In your area, you may have a different situation. Maybe your wind turbine's going to spin round and around, and you may have to look into slip rings or something. But here, for me, it's not really a problem.